We're going to go into this article. I'm going to decode this for you. I'm going to show you what they are saying. So flocks of sheep, let's take a look at that first. We're going to go down the complete article pretty much, but start with flocks of sheep. We're going to decode it in a gematria calculator, a system of conversion of numbers and letters backwards and forth, a 10,000-year-old system. Looks very simple, and it is in a way, but if you don't know about it or you weren't taught it in school, you would think, what the hell is this? This is horse crap. It's not. Trust me, and by the time I get done here, you're going to see it's not. So, flocks of sheep. Now, each conversion is assigned a number, as you can see there, like the Jewish gematria conversion 403, the English gematria equals 840, and the simple equals 140. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to convert this into the numbers, which we have already, and then we're going to convert it back into either words or simple phrases that simply match it. Now, if something that, let's say flocks of sheep, if it matched, come up back that it matched Donald Trump, that would be millions to one. There's just, because think of every word and every phrase combination out there. There's millions of them, and for it to come back and match something that makes any sense at all shouldn't happen. But matches World War III. Pretty interesting, right? Matches that. Got a couple other matches as well that just happen to make sense. Revelations. Well, this display was up during Christmas. It was up during specifically for the Christmas holiday. And it was up on Christmas Day. And Christmas Day is a match. Here's one that's not going to make sense to most of you yet, but it will in a minute. 888. You know, like 888. 888. I'll show you in a few minutes what that really means. And it's really deep. Just keep, let's say, it's a reference to, one thing it's reference to is Donald J. Trump. I'll show you in a minute. Let's look at the second group of words, 7 stories tall, that was in the article on all the television screens. 7 stories tall. So what would possibly match 7 stories tall that, strangely enough, made sense? Well, Donald J. Trump, of course. And you'll notice his number is there, 888. Remember the 888 in the previous word? Ding ding. Anybody home? What else? Imagine that. Guys, these are millions to one matches. You can't make this up. I cannot make this up. You could just go pick up go to your school, okay? So that way you know that the article is not encoded with gematria. Get something out of an elementary school that a child wrote. Get something out of a high school that a child wrote so that you know it doesn't have gematria encoded in it. And then take the words out of it like this and run it through this calculator and see what happens. I've done it. Nothing. It doesn't make no damn sense at all. But if it's encoded intentionally, like this article is, nuclear weapon. Sudden destruction. How appropriate. How appropriate. 7 stories tall. Sudden destruction. And what about that 7 stories? Remember this? This story is encoded on the money as well. The same story that I'm telling you now is on the $10 bill. Remember we counted out the 7 stories? What about the counting sheep thing? What does it match up to? 666, of course. Any of this starting to make sense to you? This ain't over with yet. I've just hung the lock on the gate. I've still got the keys. I'm going to lock it. I'm going to show you even more. Now, Tal Yarden is the person who put all this together, supposedly. Tal Yarden. Happen to have any matches for his name? The Final Trumpet. And if our timeline is correct, it'll make references to current events like Turkey, matching Tal Yarden. Now, where's this event taking place at? Times Square. You ever thought about the words Times Square? Why they chose that? Well, one thing is it matches Freedom Tower. You know, even though it was Twin Towers before, in the World Trade Center, now it's the Freedom Tower, and it was named Times Square a long time before the term Freedom Tower was ever invented, or you thought so anyways. Of course, they wanted to throw in I am Jesus Christ. Now, what's another way in gematria to say I am Jesus Christ? Times Square. And one other. 888 again. 888 matches Times Square. Freedom Tower. Y'all guys starting to get this. This should be starting to come crystal clear. That I am on the money. Now, what's so much about all of this 888 thing? What is this? Well, it is a reference in numbers or letters that is saying I am Jesus Christ. And who is saying they are Jesus Christ? Or in other words, 888. Well, it's Donald J. Trump. That's who. And why do I say he's saying he's the eighth, baby? Well, Donald Trump spent $88 million of his own money during his campaign. Donald Trump had 88 offices, 88 campaign offices across the United States during his campaign. Donald Trump held 88 campaign events during his campaign. And of course, Trump itself, the word by itself equals 88. And as I showed you, Donald J. Trump is 888. And the book that Donald wrote called The Art of the Deal that he's always trumpeting about is 888 as well. And here's a clincher for you. Donald Trump's birthday, which is 6/14/2016, and 9/11. There are actually 88 days in between those dates. So from 6/15 to 9/10 is 88 days. Between Donald Trump's birthday and 9/11. Why is that significant? Because my research has shown me that Jesus Christ's actual birth date is 9/11. Now, you may not agree with that, and that's fine. But that doesn't make the other 50 things I've shown you incorrect. That's a speculation on my part based on... It's more than a speculation, actually. But I'll stand behind it. The fact that it's 88 days in between Donald Trump's birthday and 9/11 is still amazing. Now who else says that Donald Trump is 88? And even told you that Donald Trump was going to be president before he was president.
With that, I just have two more words to say. Obama out.
Yes, that's right. Obama out is 88. Obama was saying right then and there Trump was going to be president. Trump was going to be president for decades, people. Just like Obama was. Just like Clinton was. All and everything you see that comes out of a television is a stage, my friends. All of it. There is nothing that is not just a hoax. Donald J. Trump. What's the J stand for? Because you won't find it in any of his material. You'll find it on a fake birth certificate that's online. But you won't actually find it publicized. He's publicizing what his middle name is, the J. It's interesting, his mother's name is Mary and his father's name is Fred Christ Trump. What else? Well, you got, of course, the 88 is put on everything that